modern. Some people confuse it with modern. It's more than society. More than society is mainly a youth group. A youth group that its main initiative is conservation and also helping the youth, not only the youth, even those who are beyond the youth category, about mental health. You find that many people tend to, with the current life setting, many people tend to get into depression, get into stress, and they want to commit suicide and all that stuff, right? So ours is now that we are in the process, we actually plan to get more youth into the group so that we may offer training, free training. That is if we get the sponsorship we need, right? So when we came up with this initiative, we did not come up just to raise money and all that stuff for our own benefit, but no. Number one, our main initiative today was to help the THOGOTO Forest family, and I must thank them for giving us this platform to run this initiative. So next time we have many events of the same, not only the run, but many other events, and you're most welcome. Thank you.
Of the THOGOTO Forest family, I'm their host patron. And now here we are about modern society. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you for all who made to this event, and special thanks to PCA Kikuyu for giving us a free ambulance, courtesy of Joyce Oyaki, who is also a very good friend of mine and a mentor. So I wanted to give a small brief history before I explain something about modern society. So I was there when the THOGOTO Forest family was formed. When I joined the Kenya Forest Service, that was back in 2020 at July, there is something called Community Forest Association. Community Forest Association are those people who live within a 5-kilometer radius of the forest boundary. They come together and form a Community Forest Association. Then they go write something called PFMP, Participatory Forest Management Plan, and they get into a partnership with Kenya Forest Service. All this is in management of the forest and mainly conservation of the forest. So in the CFA, when I joined Kenya Forest Service, there was no youth, and there was a big campaign, because a group that doesn't have youth is not fully complete. So with the help of Mr. Chairman, he was able to mobilize the local youth to come together, and he has been a very strong chairman because TFF is doing big things, is being recognized, and hopefully it's going to be better than Friends of Karura, because now the THOGOTO Forest family will be the Friends of Karura. And all this work, partners they are holding together, is all due to all the things that are happening in the THOGOTO Forest, the publicity in the THOGOTO Forest. The THOGOTO Forest aired in today's show at NTV for 3 episodes. They even did repeat the shows some time back. So the publicity of the THOGOTO Forest is there, and the THOGOTO Forest is strategically located, considering it's within Karen, Gong, and 25 minutes drive from Nairobi town. So the youths came together, formed a CBO, formed a partnership with the CFA, and they become a user group within the CFA, and they are the one with the affiliation with ecotourism and conservation of the THOGOTO Forest. And particularly, as the chairman has said, the main agenda is to restore this forest into its natural state, because currently we have at 711 hectares, which is exotic, and then we only have a stretch 53 hectares within the gateway area, the source of Pagadi River. So it would be nice to have like 300 or 400 natural forests, because Rome was not built in a day. I hope in the near future we will be able to convert, after the harvesting of the exotic plant, the trees. We are going to return the indigenous forest with the help of the THOGOTO Forest family, the CFA, and all the partners involved. So when it comes to modern society, I am the chairman, Modern Society, and this is my team here. So after I witnessed what the THOGOTO Forest family was capable of doing as a youth group, I was able to identify a few individuals as they have introduced themselves. We came together and we decided to work on more sensitization of youth, because as our chairman here was we had already a case study that is already proven. As the chairman here brought the youth together, joined the CFA and they are doing big things. So we also thought we should identify people like the chairman, and we tell them to mobilize the local youth to come together as an agenda and maybe participate in community development and also in conservation matters. So modern society mainly is all about sensitizing youth to come together, and we are going to help them so that they can be able to pioneer community development, and also participate in conservation matters. While at it, we are also going to help them with entrepreneurship skills so that they can be able to identify an area whereby they can be able to capitalize and maybe get financial freedom, because at the end of the day, financial freedom is also good so that you can be able to, because for conservation, you need at least something in your pocket, also for personal development, and also how the economy is, so that they can be able, and also solve what we call community concerns. So that basically is what all about modern society is. And we are in the process of doing registration as a Kenyan NGO. We met with Mr. Stephen Cheboy, and we submitted our registration for our document and the subscription fee for registering as a Kenyan NGO. We are waiting their approval. And then on 11th December, we had a meeting whereby we called it our annual general meeting, though we are still early in the process, and we decided that the first week of December would be when we'll be having our annual general meeting. So last year we came together and we decided, as we await the registration of the registration process, what can we be doing to introduce ourselves to the Kenyan people, and at the same time to introduce the sensitization forum. And we decided, considering that we are in good terms with the THOGOTO Forest family, so we approached the THOGOTO Forest family, and we decided to organize a run, and that's why we are here today. And Mr. Chairman, I say thank you a lot, because all those water you're drinking, he's the one from TFF, they are all the ones who sponsored. The public address system we are using, he's the one who sponsored. So tupigie TFF makofi. Yeah, so we approached him and we told him that because we are all about sensitization and we want to introduce ourselves to the Kenyan market and the Kenyan people, if they could agree to a partnership whereby we will be organizing events within the THOGOTO Forest, because you see our group is affiliated with youth in pioneering community development. The THOGOTO Forest family is already doing that, and so we thought it's a very good place to start. And I also personally have personal interest in the THOGOTO Forest, because I'd really like to see it become better than Karura Forest. And because the first time I came here, I felt that this forest is underrated, because it's a forest that has all the ingredients to become better protected. And I feel that I'm supposed to be intrigued. And I'm very happy for the THOGOTO Forest family for being part of the THOGOTO Forest family in trying to beautify the forest and also making it an ecotourism destination. Yeah. So the chairman agreed, and that's why we are here today. And now, as modern society, I want to say thank you very much for coming to participate us. This is just our first event here in the THOGOTO Forest. We are going to organize more events. As for run, I know we expected a big crowd, lakini sometimes challenges will always be there. And sometimes it's always good to share the challenges we face. So there are some protocols that you are supposed to follow when organizing a run. And I think I'll say, they say ignorance is no defense, but we overlooked Athletics Kenya, and we even had a gentleman from Athletics Kenya, and we have the blessings from Mr. Miano, Chairman Athletics Kenya. He gave us the blessings, but there are protocols that should be followed in organizing a run. Like if you have a run that goes for 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers, half a marathon, you're supposed to have 2 ambulances. You're supposed to insure your runners, and there's a fee you're supposed to pay to them. So we had organized actually we had even gone to an extra level, because we have special requests from some runners who wanted to do 21 kilometers. So we had even made some advances to do at 21 kilometer. Then we had to do a 15 kilometer run, then a 5 kilometer run, and a 3 kilometer family squad a fundraise. But after talking with Athletics Kenya, They told us for this one as the first one, and because they notified us the last minute, the options were two. We postpone the event, or we make it to 5-kilometer run and a 3-kilometer fundraise. We can also add maybe a 5-kilometer walk. So out of the two choices, this being our first event as Modern Society, after forming some partnership with some good people like THOGOTO Forest family, we had a lot of help from Joyce Wayaki, and the forester really supported us. We also had our blessings from Kenya Forest Service, Mr. Jefferson Kitty, the head of ecotourism Kenya Forest Service. So we decided that irrespective of the challenges, postponing the event or cancelling the event was not a choice. So we decided, irrespective of the challenges, we are going to organize the event, and that's why the event is here. See, at least it's our first event. We had our challenges, lakini tunahitaji makofi. People, it had fun. Thanks to Coach Moses. You can sit down. Thanks for Coach Moses. He has made the day really fun. And for now, we are going to organize more. We have your contacts here. In the next event, we are going to
Asubuhi leo tukibariki jina lako, tukutukuza tukisema asante. Mfalme, kwa asubuhi leo tukiwa wazima, ijokuwa kwa uwezo wetu ili ni mapenzi yako, Baba tunasema asante. Shughuli za leo ulizipanga Mfalme, ukasema lazima zitafaulu, tunasema asante. Kwa wote waliofika mahali hapa na wakapita mikononi mwako. Tazama uliwaongoza ukawaleta Mfalme, wamekimbia vyema salama, tunashukuru. Wanapotoka mahali hapa kurudi kule, wanapoelekea na wakapita mikononi mwako. Shughuli zao za siku ya leo mikononi mwako. Wacha Roho Mtakatifu akaongoze mahali tusamee, maana msamaha wote unatoka kwako Mfalme. Na nibariki jina lako nikilitukuza nikasema asante. Na kwako Mungu nimeomba na kuamini. Amen. Karibuni.